Very good morning, children. Today we are going to learn another topic, small intestine. So, small intestine is the longest part in the digestive system. Its measurement or its length is 7 meters approximately. So, after the stomach, the chyme enters into the U-shaped part of a small intestine. That U-shaped part is called duodenum. Means small intestine is coiled like a tube, and it is coiled to store the more amount of food, and also this coiling nature is useful for complete digestion and complete absorption. Here small intestine is divided into three parts. Just below the stomach, the small intestine part is called duodenum, where complete digestion takes place. Next one, ileum and jejunum are the last two parts of small intestine, where complete absorption is taking place. Here, when chyme enters into the small intestine first part called duodenum, there will be releasing of two glands secretions like liver. It produces the bile into the duodenum part. Next one, pancreas. It produces pancreatic juice into the duodenum. Let us see how it is releasing. Here liver is the largest gland in the body, and it produces bile juice. This bile juice is releasing from the liver and transporting through bile duct and enters into a gallbladder, where bile is getting concentrated more. After getting concentration, it is released directly into the U-shaped tube called duodenum, the first part of the small intestine. At the same time, below the stomach there is a leaf-like structure known as pancreas. Pancreas is a mixed gland, as it produces enzymes and hormones. Here it releases pancreatic juice through the pancreatic duct. So bile involves in the functioning of the digestion of bile is involving in the digestion of fats. Means bile salts, they help in emulsification of the fat. Emulsification of the fat means large fat molecules are digested by the bile salts. They break down and comes to their small pieces, where we can see smaller, simpler and absorbable forms. So digestion of the fats by bile salts is called emulsification of fats. So here you should remember that bile doesn't have any enzymes. It has only bile pigments and bile salts. Bile pigments are bilirubin and biliverdin, which give color to the digestive food. Next one, bile salts. So these bile salts, they involve in the digestion of the fats, what we call emulsification of fats. So if there is no bile, there is no complete digestion by the complete digestion of fats. If there is no pancreatic juice, there is no complete digestion of carbohydrates, proteins and fats, because this pancreas is producing amylase to digest the carbohydrate, trypsin, chymotrypsin to digest the proteins, lipase to digest the lipids and fats. So when these bile and pancreatic juice enters into the duodenum, in this portion the complete digestion will be taken place. All carbohydrates, proteins, fats will be digested and comes to its end product stages. Next, inside the small intestine, plasma membrane, it modifies and forms like a finger like structures known as villi. These villi are thousands in number. So they are the modifications of plasma membrane, which helps in the absorption of the digested food means useful food. So here In ileum and jejunum parts, the villi present in the small intestine will absorb completely, and to this villi again there will be connection of blood capillaries. There onwards the digested food enters into the blood and it reaches to the different parts of the body cells, and then here small intestine walls also produce a juice called intestinal juice. Biologically, we call this as succus entericus. It has other remaining enzymes like maltase, sucrase to digest the carbohydrates, peptidases to break down the peptide bonds between the proteins, and lipase to complete the digestion of the fats. So, as all the enzymes are available here, they act on the food and they make the complete digestion. This is about small intestine. Thank you.